Welcome to the Fiorina Beauty Podcast, hosted by Patti. Be prepared to hear stories of triumph, challenge, and overcoming. Along the way, you'll learn a few things too. But most importantly, you'll learn one thing. Say Bella, which means you are beautiful. Welcome to the Fiorina Beauty Podcast.
Hello, I'm Patti from Fiorina Beauty, and I am so excited and honored to have a special guest that I just met not long ago. So excited. And Jennifer and I met, a couple weeks ago?
A couple of weeks ago while my daughter was getting her hair cut by...
Yeah, that's right.
Fabulous Natalie.
Natalie, that's right. I love Natalie. And so... Jennifer, welcome. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
I'm
really excited. This is a little overwhelming, though.
Well, you look beautiful.
Well, thank you.
And I appreciate you taking the time because I know you worked all day, right?
I did. I do.
Rush over here. Yeah. Well, you look great.
Thank you.
You look very refreshed. You don't look like you've been working all day and tired.
I don't feel refreshed, but thank you.
Well, you look refreshed.
I told my husband as I walked out today, I was like, it's really sad. You spend an hour and a half in the bathroom and you come out. And the only thing I could say to myself as I was walking out of the bathroom was, this is as good as it's going to get. I was like, I'm fixing to go be on camera, and this is as good as it's going to get.
Well, you look great.
Well, thank you.
You look great. Your hair's beautiful. So I was telling Jennifer when we met, she had a ball cap on, and I didn't realize she had this gorgeous hair. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I love your hair.
You're so sweet.
Yeah, you look great in it because my hair's like white, but I color it. I don't think my skin anyway. But yeah,
I did that for years and years and years, and finally, when the pandemic hit and all the salons shut down, and the white stripe just kept getting longer and longer, I was like, all right, fine. We're just going to go completely white.
Well, it's amazing.
Thank you.
Because that's not typically what happens. And I know that wouldn't happen with my hair. I just know it. Yeah.
It should be gorgeous.
No, it looks great on you. It really does. So that was a little hidden gem that I didn't get to see that day when we met.
Awesome.
We were sharing, and I enjoyed our conversation so much. And I started sharing with you, what Beauty Balance, my company, Fiorina Beauty, and what Beauty Balance was going to do, and sharing, that it's a powder you're going to mix with water and give you that all-day energy, no crash, no cravings, going to balance blood sugars and balance hormones.
And the more you talked about it, the more excited I got. I was like, can I get my hands on this now?
Yes.
So yes, I'm excited.
Yeah, so tell me kind of what was the thing that got your attention and what got you excited, and what are you looking forward to, and what's kind of just going on?
I would say probably for the last 3 or 4 years, been going through the menopause phases, and so I have to keep my AC down to 68 and freeze everybody out of the house, and I'm still over here like, oh my God, I'm so hot, and just sweating. And that's just one part of it. I mean, there's so many different parts that I've been going through. And so I've tried so many different things. Right. And it's like nothing is really alleviating the symptoms, And then I do research online, and I'm looking, and, the stuff I see online says during menopause, weight gain. And it's all geared toward weight gain. And, I don't mean to sound or toot my own horn or whatever, but I'm like, I don't really need the weight gain thing. I need everything else. I need the hormones. And I don't know if I told you this, but, the last time I went to my doctor and we talked about like hormone replacement therapy, estrogen, she refused to even think about it, said that because I have a history of stroke in my family, and she said it increases the estrogen replacement increases your chances of getting a stroke. And she's like, you already have a high enough chance, so we just don't want to add on to that. So yeah, my doctor won't even prescribe something. So I was just like, that was probably 2 years ago.
Wow.
And I'm just kind of like, all right, I'll just live with it. I'll take B12, or I've tried multivitamins, Bio-T, type stuff. And then when you just started talking, I just got excited. I was like, if there is something that's going to work, I want to do it. I want to try it.
Yes. Wow. Well, you know what? What a blessing, a frustration, right? But what a blessing that she didn't just put you on that.
True. Very true.
It's a great doctor.
Yes.
Because I think some would have.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Because, I mean, I didn't even realize that's the side effect. That's a horrible side effect.
It is, isn't it? And I feel like with prescription drugs, there's always some horrible side effect. And so I try to stay away from any kind of prescriptions. Like my son was even on a prescription for a while. And again, when the pandemic hit and he didn't have to have, calm down medicine to go to school because he was doing school at home, like, we're just going to go off of this. We're not even going to do it anymore. So, and he's been off of those meds ever since. I was like, don't worry about the side effects. But we do have a great doctor who will let us know.
That's amazing. Yeah, I love that. But, I'm sorry, how frustrating.
It is.
It's so frustrating. Hormones are so frustrating. Let's just be honest, girl talk, right? I mean, they're just a nightmare. I was having a conversation with my daughter earlier just on the PMS, because she's over on this side and I'm over here and you're over here, and just this poor girl, 21 years. And I didn't realize she's 31. But she's like, yeah, 21 years, Mom. And, she has bad back pain and she gets flu-like. I remember when she lived with me, she lives on her own now, but I remember how horrible she would feel. And, oh my gosh, she'd have the heating pad and she'd have this and she'd have that. And it was just terrible. And
my daughter is the same way.
Oh,
she gets such bad cramps, so bad. Like, she'll want to stay home from school 2 or 3 days.
Yes.
Like, we're out of absences. We're going to have to just push through this one.
Yes.
I'm like, it sucks being a woman, but sorry.
Yes.
We just kind of got to deal with it.
We got to do it. Yeah.
This is the way it's going to be for a long, long time.
Well, you can share this with her.
I will.
Yeah. Yeah. And, I mean, honestly, like you said, it's just part of being a woman. And so my thing was I did some natural things. I didn't have my product. I'm just launching, right? And it really did help. And I kind of, just glided through with the different herbs. And I actually have some of those herbs in this product because they just helped me so much, right? Yeah. And they're very effective. We've basically put, it's called our hormone blend. We basically put herbs that have been around for thousands of years and have stood the test of time and have helped so many women. And so we chose this whole blend. Everything and every little piece has a job and it has a piece to the puzzle. We blanket and say, all day, energy, sustained energy, no crash, no cravings, good mood, balancing hormones. But really, those good mood herbs are very instrumental in the balancing of the hormones. The vitamins that we chose, the vitamin D3 and the Bs, those are all instrumental in the hormone balance. And then also the hormone blend of herbs, but also the adaptogenics. They all play a key role. Excuse me. So I'm just so excited for this whole blend, synergistic blend that we have, for you to start taking it and seeing how it is for you. And, and that's really, I'm going to be honest with you, this is one of the reasons why I started Fiorina Beauty. So being a health coach, health advisor, I would try to help and we would try to find, just like we did that night, I was trying to find products for you to go get and products that I would trust. And I was having a hard time finding a product.
We did. We struggled.
Yes. And you know what? That has been like that for decades. So you experienced what I have gone through, and I just didn't want to just say, oh, just go get this product. No, I really wanted to try to find, and we didn't really have time, and I felt bad because I didn't have a lot of time to dig in to find out.
No, but you gave us some great advice that we did actually use because when I told my husband, this is something Abby wants to start doing to make herself feel better and feel more healthy, and to help her hair and her nails and her skin, you know.
Yeah.
She's a teenager, and so obviously she's worried about all of that kind of stuff. But you gave us some great advice. So when we did go shopping for her, you know, she and I kind of agreed on the product to buy for her based on your advice. And then my husband, you know, who wants to get involved and wants to be supportive and, you know, wants to make sure that everything that you take into your body is good for your body. And, you know, it's also got to be economical. So, you know, what we found over here, he wants to find, you know, this is a little less expensive. Why don't we try this one? And so Abby, I love her. She turned it around and she's looking at it. She's like, Mom, this is not what did you call it? The bovine
collagen.
Yeah. She goes, this is not the bovine collagen. This is something different.
Okay.
And then Brian's looking at me. He's like, what does that mean? I was like, I don't know, but we were told that the bovine collagen is the best. So we got to go with that one. So, but I love the fact that she's looking at the labels and she's taking your advice and she's taking Natalie's advice and she's listening to other women at this age.
Isn't that great?
I never did that. I never did.
No.
You know, somebody would say,
great.
Take care of your skin, take care of your hair. And I'd be like, going out in the sun without sunscreen on, like a dope.
Right. Oh, I had I'm from Boston, so we had the, you know, whatever those aluminum foil reflector thingies were. Oh, yeah. We go out in our sweatshirt, baby oil. Yep. Oh, yeah. I did it all.
I wish I had listened, so I'm glad she is. But and she also has some really good people to listen to, you know, and I love that. So
that's so great. That's so great. Yeah. You know, and that was, you know, how they say every trial brings a victory, right? Mm-hmm. Well, that was one of my frustrations all the time. So it was a lifelong dream to make my own, but not just make a product that had a great marketing story, but a product that had the substance in the bottle, right? And a product that, in my opinion, the body is made all working together, every facet, you know, whether it's blood sugar, hormones, thyroid, whatever, it all works hand in hand. And so I wanted to have kind of a foundational, we call it foundational. I know that's not like a great word, right? But it is, you know, very cellular. I wanted to have something that it would kind of be our daily, you know, it's just our daily, everyday go-to. And then we would add to it, whether it would be another powder or a pill or whatever. And that was kind of the vision. But I wanted it to not have chemicals.
Yes.
Right? Not have artificial things because those work against us, especially hormones. See, there's a lot of hormone disruptors out there. And I think it was about a decade ago, they started talking on the internet about all these hormone disruptors and, you know, and then your head was kind of spinning and you didn't know what direction to go in. And that's kind of the good and the bad of having the information highway, you know, the internet, I call it the information highway because that information highway can be very overwhelming, you know, and then we're deer in headlights.
Yes.
in the highway. You know, I don't know what to do, right? So I wanted to kind of take a lot of the guesswork out. I wanted to just get right to the point. I'm kind of a bottom line person anyway. But I wanted my nutritional line to just get in there. Don't just do one job, do a few jobs, but synergistically blend it where you can do that job well and that everything will have its own job within its little place, but then it will also overlap, if that makes sense.
Absolutely.
And that's what Beauty Balance does. I
love that.
Yeah, they overlap, you know, like there's a lot of ingredients that help with good mood, stress, anxiety, libido, hormones, hot flashes, you know, so it all intertwines and it works together. That's awesome. I know.
I mean, right now, like what I try to take right now, it varies, but you know, there's like the B12, take plenty of B12, take the D3. So I've got B12 pills, I have D3 pills, I have a multivitamin that for whatever reason doesn't have D3 or B12 in it. I'm like, how is that a multivitamin? But that's besides the point.
That's interesting. We'll have to look at that after.
I told you I was going to send you pictures of all the stuff that I take, didn't I?
Oh, yes,
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I take all of these, literally on my desk. I have probably 5 or 6 bottles of just different pills I take, hoping not even really knowing if what I'm taking works well together and if it's going to achieve what I want it to achieve.
Yes.
I'm just hoping and praying that it does.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
all right, somebody told me to take B12, I'm going to take B12. Somebody else told me I need to take D3. Well, my doctor told me I need to take D3. I'm going to take that. Somebody else tells me I need to take more calcium. Okay, I'm going to start taking calcium, Then mom chimes in with her advice. It's like, well, we're prone to this, this, and this. I'm like, oh my goodness, I can't take anymore.
Right.
It just all needs to come together, please, in one little package.
That's right. And that's what we are doing with Beauty Balance. No, we're not on multivitamin. We'll do that someday, but we do have the D3. We do have the Bs. We do have the folic acid. We do have the C. So we do have some very necessary.
Yeah, that sounds pretty complete to me. That would take care of 98% of everything that I would need at this point.
Yes, and and that's the intention. And my daughter brought up that same point that you're bringing up. You'll probably be saving money. You're not going to have to buy all these bottles. And then she said, I don't like taking all those pills.
Right.
And so it's just one little baby scoop, because it's a concentrate. The gusset bag is pretty small. And it's just, boom, that's it, and you're done.
Awesome.
So she loved that. She's like, oh my gosh, it takes me so long just to organize all my stupid pills.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
like, okay. And then I sit there at lunchtime and I'm like, did I take
them? Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes, I do that. Yes.
And then I'm Googling, I'm like, can you take too much B12? No.
Right. Yes. No, exactly. And they're all, we all experience the same thing.
And it can go in any drink or water or...
Water is best.
Yes.
Anything cold.
Anything cold.
Not coffee or nothing hot. Anything cold.
Yeah.
But yes, water or smoothie or... Yes.
Smoothie. That's what got Abby. She was like, yeah, I want to try that. I was like, of course you do.
Well, the taste is amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, the taste is amazing.
That's awesome.
Yes, they nailed the taste. Awesome. It's incredible. Lemon lime.
Ooh.
And so it's very refreshing.
Nice.
Yes.
I can't wait to put it in my water jug. I have one of those giant water jugs, that tells you how well you're doing throughout the day.
Oh.
You just started. Oh, you're rocking it at 9 a.m. Oh, keep going. It's noon. Keep going.
Oh, really?
Kind of one of those water jugs. But
oh, that's cool. How many ounces is it?
I think mine is, 74? Okay. It's like a giant thing.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's awesome. Is it who makes it? Is it just a...
I think the one that we have, my husband bought it for me at Academy or something, but they're all...
That's cool.
They're all over the place.
I need to get a bigger one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I have the Yetis, 32 ounce.
Oh, yeah.
And I bring 2 of those, but I drink those in seconds.
Right. Yeah.
I drink a lot of water.
I just like having one jug that, it kind of accomplishes everything. And,
right.
Don't have to worry about it all day long. It just sits there, and then it's a constant reminder, drink your water.
Oh, that's cool.
Drink your water. So I guess one of my questions would be, the powder, you wouldn't want to put it in a big giant jug that you're sipping on or drinking out of all day long. I mean, you want it kind of...
Yeah, I think
you want it to be like a one-serving type.
I think so.
Drink.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt you by any means.
Right.
But I think that you would benefit if you put it in like 8 ounces and just drink that.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
I think so. I mean, I will have it in 6 ounces. I've had it in 4 ounces. Obviously, the more concentrate, but it doesn't have that some of those chemical sweeteners they're too much.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't have that. So I don't mind it in any 4, 6, or 8 ounces, but I just kind of like to get it in my body. I know I got it in my body, right?
Yeah.
So I can just start my day and benefit.
Go on,
I mean, you don't have to chug it down. Although I did do that one day. I chugged it. Yeah. Well, I was doing like a little experiment to see how I'd be swimming because I'm very sensitive before I swim. I can't do any kind of caffeine. I get heart palpitations. But it's weird though. Even like a nutritional drink that doesn't have caffeine at all, I just get like nauseous when yeah, if I do it before I swim,
Yeah.
it's just weird. Because I get in the pool and I swim pretty fast for like 30 minutes,
Okay.
45 minutes. And so anyway, I drank it down really quick and I was fine. Didn't get nauseous, didn't get any heart palpitations the next day. I still drank it before I swam, but I didn't like chug it, you know. I think I put it in 6 ounces or something. So yeah, no, and I was fine. So yeah, I just kind of like to know that I'm getting that nutrition in. But when I get up, I have 2 glass, 32-ounce glass jugs. I try to drink at least one of those, if not 2, before I leave.
Yep.
In the morning.
Good. That's very good. Yeah.
Yeah, so I can just kind of, because you think about, you didn't have any water for however long you slept, 8
Right.
hours, 7 hours, 9, whatever you didn't. And chances are you stopped drinking because I go to the bathroom all night long and it doesn't matter. I don't know if you can relate. If I
Absolutely.
stopped drinking hours before, it doesn't matter.
Does not matter.
So I finally said, you know what?
Still 3
I'm
o'clock in the
thirsty.
morning.
I'm drinking till I go to bed because it doesn't matter. I'm still getting up. Right. It's ridiculous. So with that being said,
Days of getting older.
yeah, it's ridiculous. But anyway, yeah, so I just kind of, I like to know that, okay, I got it in. And then I brush my teeth to keep my dentist happy. My teeth are so stained. He's like, are you brushing your teeth after you drink certain things? I'm like, no. Because I was drinking this drink for a while. I was buying from this company that had all the antioxidants, but it was like really dark in color. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. And they were like, staining your teeth so bad. So anyway.
Might want to
But
stop.
yeah. Yes. Yeah. But I mean, you still could do it, but I think it would be better if you, just mixed it in a little.
Cool.
Yeah. I have those glass bottles from Kavita, kombucha. Mm-hmm. And so I use those.
Nice.
Well, I have a water filter. If you don't have a water filter, then just use a water bottle. Yeah. Just mix it in there.
That's awesome.
Yes. And you don't even have to use the whole 16 ounces, just 8, kind of play with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So I'm so excited to follow your journey.
I am too. I'm excited to start the journey, actually.
Yes, we are too. Hopefully
very tired of the 3 o'clock crash. I'm hoping that, something comes out of it. So
yeah, you won't have that. So will you come back?
absolutely, I will come back.
Okay, because it was so great having you on. And
It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
oh my goodness, yes. And, maybe after a month of being on the product or a little longer,
Okay.
we would love to have you come back. And
I can't wait.
okay, good.
I think that sounds
good.
exciting.
Well, good. Well, Jennifer, thank you so much for taking the time out. I know it's hard to do anything after work. If you're anything like me, it's like, I want my pajamas on.
Oh, I work from home, so I kind of work in my pajamas. I got dressed today, and my kids were like, Mom, where are you going?
Where are you going? I love it. I love it.
What are you doing? Why are you getting clothes on?
Yeah. Oh, that's great. That's awesome.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Nothing like it, right?
No.
Was that from the pandemic or it's always been that way?
No, actually, it was from the pandemic. They shut down our office after like a year. They were like, okay, we just trust everybody to work from home now, so everybody's working from home.
That's awesome.
It is. It's incredible.
It's awesome.
It's amazing. My commute is literally down the stairs.
Yeah. Isn't it great? I know. In the 80s, I actually worked out of my house for a company. No one did that back then, and I thought it was the greatest thing since sliced bread.
You would think that I would have more energy, not having to get up in the morning and, take a shower, get ready, and do all that. But for whatever reason, I feel old.
That's why I made this product, because I feel the same way. And I think I was sharing with somebody today, I've never been a low energy person.
Yeah.
But I've been low energy.
I have been low energy for so long. I have a treadmill, I have a row machine, I have all the exercise equipment that we need in our gym, and I'll just sit there and I'll walk in there and I'll just look at it for about 5 minutes and be like, I did my job.
Yeah, not today. Yeah, I understand.
I looked at you, I thought about you for a little bit.
That's awesome. That's awesome. No,
Can I ask
understand.
you one question?
Yes.
Can I
yes.
ask you? So when you mentioned the add-in, because I am really excited about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the whole menopause thing and not.
Yeah.
not feeling at all, number one, not feeling at all pretty. You know what I mean? I'm just tired, worn out, don't even feel attractive, but then don't even feel like I want to be attractive. You know, I just have no desire, which is a really sad thing because my husband's a really handsome man, and I'm afraid like if I don't snap out of it.
He loves you.
He does.
I don't know him, but I can say he loves you. I know that. You're a doll.
I'm just kidding.
You're a doll.
I tease him about it all the time. I'm like, you know what? I realize, and I'm sorry. I can't seem to get in the mood, and I know it's frustrating for him.
Yes.
It's frustrating for me.
Yes.
And I'm really looking forward to trying something that might actually work.
Well, we're going to have the powder, and then I think the add-on will be shortly after that.
Awesome.
So what we'll have to do is have you come back, and then maybe, I don't know, a couple weeks after that, we'll have you both come back.
Oh,
how fun would that be?
We'll see how that one goes.
Yeah, it'll be so fun.
That would be, yeah.
Well, you were one of the ones I had in mind to do this. It was a little kind of last minute, little aha, out of the box.
Yeah.
You know, let's take this curveball and go.
Well, thank you so much for doing that because, when you mentioned that, I was like, that's something definitely want to look into.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of ladies out there.
I think so too.
Are going to appreciate it. And I think that it needs to be separate. So
exactly.
The powder is a blanket, you know, yes, it will do some things, but I think we're going to need a little extra help from our little friend that we're in the process of formulating.
Well, and I love that you're keeping it separate because like you said, this is something that I will want to share with my daughter. You know,
Right.
But I don't want to share.
She doesn't need that.
Right,
exactly. And that's exactly it. Yes, that's exactly it.
I would share this with you, but no.
Yeah, no, not right now. Not at your age.
Yeah.
Yes.
Great idea.
Yes. Yeah, and I also have some other ideas too that I probably do like a PMS one later down the road. And
Oh, yeah.
I already have my wheels going. That's the problem with entrepreneurs. Our wheels are always going.
Love it.
We can't help ourselves, you know? So that's already in the works. And in fact, we talked today Cool. Yes.
Good.
So
Yay.
I know. I'm so excited. And you'll be one of our main, input, because.
Absolutely.
Yes, thank you. Because, you just kind of jot things down and, take note when you start. And, because in order for us to be better as people, we need feedback, right? Mm-hmm. Well, a company's the same way.
Right.
We need great ladies like yourself. So I'm just excited that you're going to be on this journey with us. And I'm so excited because I know it's going to help. So it's going to be great.
I'm very excited. Thank you so much for introducing me to this and letting me be a part of it. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, thank you. Appreciate you, Jennifer.
Thank you.
So as we say Bella, you're beautiful. And say Bella to all of you. We love you. Comment below and let us know if this show helped you, if this show sparked a little, ooh, I'd like some of that too. You let us know in the comments below, and we look forward to it. Thanks again.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode of the Fiorina Beauty Podcast. We hope you found inspiration and valuable insights to enhance your wellness journey. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to like, comment, and share it with your friends and family. Your feedback means the world to us. Make sure to subscribe to the Fiorina Beauty Podcast on your favorite podcast platform so you never miss an episode. We release new content every week packed with tips, stories, and interviews to empower you on your path to beauty and well-being. Remember, your support helps us grow and reach more listeners like you who are passionate about living a balanced and radiant life. Together, let's continue this journey of beauty and empowerment. Stay tuned for next week's episode, and until then, say Bella. Thank you again for listening.